They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive play right here, making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Try to get it to the edge. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Pressure coming, and it's incomplete on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying play action. He's taking the shot. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting to first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Bob. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Durham. It's a running room. He's loose. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown LSU.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Coming out with it, it's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They go to the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
On 3rd down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Durham. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
This one's complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To throw, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback.
It's a seam wide open. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He turns that loose down the right side.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sharp. Touchdown, Tigers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. Touchdown LSU! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense...
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. To get this game underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not. To be found as he stopped at the 18. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Peoples. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. 10. To the air, it's Sayin. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Simpson. He forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Buys a little extra time. Still on his feet at the 35. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Miller. That's caught. It's Young. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Oh, out of space. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. He's got his man, makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Nice move, they keep running. There he goes. The 40, inside the 30, 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Buys a little time with his feet. The pass falls incomplete, and they are fortunate to live to tell about that one. It had turnover written all over it. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Find some fresh air. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Connection to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
Moves around to clear up the vision. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Sayin. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Under fire. Looking to scramble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. He'll try to do it himself. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
On the snap, it's Peoples. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage.
Trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Throwing on the run. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Finds a little space. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
He'll pull it down and run. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll move the tight end. Here comes the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
When you see them there taking a shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing down.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Adams. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. Off and running. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that, but just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quarterback adapting. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
What a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Steps away to find some room. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. They stripped it out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Lucky, you are correct. That's one of those things when the ball pops out, it literally looks like it's a GIF or it's in slow motion, and the ball takes 13 seconds to hit the ground and get out of bounds. The offense was counting every second. Thank goodness got the big break. Now still has the chance to go take the lead in this ball game.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. To the air, it's Russell. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Bring in the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it,